It's all kicking off in the banking sector as the Silicon Valley Bank's UK branch has been saved by HSBC, and the headquarters is going to be potentially bought out by Elon Musk. It's been definitely a stressful couple of days in the financial sector that has actually almost been affecting the whole of the global financial world order that we know. So I'm going to give you a summary in this video what's been going on in case you've been missing it, and especially because the mainstream media, at least in Britain, hasn't really been reporting on it because they've been busy talking about Gary Lineker and the BBC. Today, they gave us a bit of a headline because it was announced by the government and HSBC. Otherwise, nobody knew what was happening if you were watching TV. But we don't watch TV. TV is dead because we are the media. So let's get into the show. SVB, the Silicon Valley Bank. This is essentially been one of the biggest banks that was established in 1983, especially as the rise of tech companies and startups, obviously in the west coast of America. And those days, obviously, there was a lot of need for investment and for security for all these the young Steve Jobs and all the Bill Gates and all the others who had all these ideas, and it did a lot of good. This sort of bank, Silicon Valley Bank, has helped create a lot of tech startup companies, smaller businesses, and also helped the whole of the tech sector in America and across the world. So they have various branches now. You got the British branch in the UK, which we're going to get into because the actual parent company, so the headquarters, is in a lot of trouble. And by going down, it's going to be affecting the whole of the American banking system. And the American banking system will affect FTSE 100 and the European markets. And the whole of the world is based on a domino effect structure. It will come down. So Elon Musk has now been mentioning, he said it as a joke on Twitter, as usual. Do you remember when a few months ago when he joked saying, should I buy Twitter? And people said yes, and he did. He's done it again. Said, should I just buy Silicon Valley Bank to save it and make it better again? People said, yeah, let's do it. So he's actually considering to buy Silicon Valley Bank to not only save it, but make it great again. Now, that's that. But in the UK, we've just got the announcement that HSBC, with the help of Bank of England, facilitated this deal and informed His Majesty's Treasury and Jeremy Hunt. So they essentially did a bailout without doing a bailout. So when we say it's been saved for now, it matters because what could happen in the future is going to be quite problematic, considering that HSBC has received reassurance from the government that in case things go bad, the government has its back. So right now, yes, they're right that there hasn't been an actual bailout in terms of using taxpayers' money. But what if something happens to HSBC again? So Jeremy Hunt has come out to say this. The UK's tech sector is genuinely world-leading and of huge importance to the British economy, supporting hundreds of thousands of jobs. I said yesterday that we would look after our tech sector, and we have worked urgently to deliver on that promise and find a solution that will provide SVB UK's customers with confidence. Today, the government and the Bank of England have facilitated a private sale of Silicon Valley Bank UK. This ensures customers and their deposits are protected and bank can actually continue to operate as normal with no taxpayer support for now. I am pleased that we have reached the resolution in such short order. HSBC is Europe's largest bank, and SVB UK customers should feel reassured by the strength, safety, and security that brings them. Okay, so I'm fine with this for now, because who is there to say that all the other stuff happening right now in the American financial services that is affecting a potential, well, that's creating a potential banking crash again, well, at least a financial crunch, that could still affect HSBC and all its securities. So imagine if the big bank like HSBC requires some help again. The government that facilitated this private sale, which is good, fine, okay, you didn't use taxpayers' money, you have reassured them that if things go wrong, then you will use taxpayers' money. You're going to do it again. We know you're going to do it again. You have no choice. You're going to get confused again. You're going to say, well, you got all these big shareholders, but you've got millions and millions of other shareholders and the customers who have deposits in these banks. You have not reformed the banking system, all of you. It's not about the UK government. This is about the global financial world order. Everything from the United States of America and the dollar being the main currency that basically operates all currencies around the world. It's not sustainable. It's been great for accelerating growth in the 20th century. We get it. But it's not sustainable. Somebody needs to come with an alternative, unless you're going to have people shouting to say, let's go back to the gold standard. Otherwise, you're going to have to come with some sort of alternative to replace this system with. But there's no urgency until the next crash. Everything is about short-termism these days, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take a quick break for half an hour. We're going to come back and talk to you guys about the anti-illegal migration bill that is now in place in Parliament. And some of the left-wing Tory MPs have joined the Labour side to vote against it. I'm Mahyar Tousi, and we are the media.